Hey y'all, and thanks for joining us at TK's Travels. Our next trip took us to New Orleans. Our first stop was Hanson's Snow Blizz for the legendary snowball. To find out more about Hanson's Snow Blizz, check out the link in the description below. We stayed at the hotel in the French Quarter, so we didn't have to deal with driving, finding a place to park. We took the streetcars everywhere we wanted to go, and the kids had a blast. I'm going to drop a link in the description below for the streetcar schedule. We chose not to go to the zoo or the aquarium, but we did go to the Audubon Butterfly Garden and Insectarium. Lots of bugs to look at, ants, butterflies, beetles. There were even a few to eat. I had the cinnamon bug crunch, and TK had the southwestern mealworm. He tricked us at first, but he did eventually eat it. Our favorite part of the insectarium was the butterfly garden. You had to walk through a special space right at the end of the tour to get to the butterfly garden, and you had two separate doors to go into so that they made sure none of the butterflies could escape, and it was just really beautiful. For more info on the Audubon Zoo, Aquarium, and Insectarium, check out the links in the description below. Dinner at the Acme Oyster House, and of course with every restaurant in New Orleans, if you want to eat, be ready to wait. There was a wait for every single place. We had the oysters. They were amazing. The next day was spent enjoying sights, sounds, and tastes in the French Market at Café du Monde and in Jackson Square. The French Market was extremely crowded, tons to see. If you take your kids, there's definitely a lot for them to look at. They're going to want to buy something. Sunil loved having his name put on a macrame bracelet for him, and that was a fun little treat.
So I left you some room to grow. What you're gonna do is put the button. Does that feel okay? And remember they're waterproof. You can leave it on, buddy.
You like it? We visited one little shop that had the most amazing pralines and fudge. I didn't get any videos, but I will include a link for that information. At the end of the French Market and on the edge of Jackson Square was Café du Monde. Of course, we had to stop here. Don't let the line scare you, it moves really fast. They must sell thousands of beignets every single day, and they were really good. They are covered in powdered sugar, and you will get powdered sugar everywhere. If you're smart like us, you'll tap off the top a little bit to get some of the powdered sugar off before you try it. If not, you will end up like Sunil, covered in head to toe in powdered sugar. You'll find musicians on every corner, and sometimes a surprise just around the corner. The St. Louis Cathedral is the oldest cathedral in the United States. It sits facing the Mississippi River overlooking Jackson Square, with President Andrew Jackson statue on his bronze horse in the center of the square. Aside from the food, music, and fun in the French Quarter, one of my favorite things was the architecture. It was incredible. Ornate balconies on every single building. They were everywhere. I kind of went a little bit crazy taking pictures, but you'll see. There's so much variety in these balconies, and it's gorgeous. Next time I'll definitely have to get a hotel with a balcony. One of the borders of the French Quarter is the Mississippi River, where you can watch a cruise ship leave port, or you can catch a ride on Steamboat Natchez for a tour of the Mississippi. Be sure to get there early so you can enjoy the show before you get on the boat. It started raining slightly just as the paddle started turning, but by the time the paddle was in full speed, it was pouring down rain. We had an amazing spot on the upper deck, but we had to go inside because when it rains, it pours. The next day we took the shuttle to Mardi Gras World. They will pick you up from several stops around the French Quarter and just outside the French Quarter and take you straight to Mardi Gras World. It was a lot of fun. It's a 300,000 square foot warehouse and they employ 20 artists full-time year-round to create all the props and decorate floats for 15 of the 50 some odd Mardi Gras crews in New Orleans. They did ask that we not take videos, so I am going to share a couple of the pictures of my favorite pieces in there. They had tons of props for all the floats, all the crews. Each crew picks their own theme for the year, and then they decorate all the floats to match that theme. So there were Shrek themed pieces, there were superheroes, there were all kinds of different pieces to see. Sunil gave this stop 2 thumbs up. Our last meal was at Hard Rock Cafe. Now I try not to do chain restaurants, but there aren't that many Hard Rock Cafes around here, so we decided to go ahead and stop at one. We knew we would find something for Sunil to eat. He loved his mac and cheese, and he really enjoyed his new guitar plate. And of course, a trip to Louisiana is not complete without a king cake. We found Haydell's Bakery still making king cakes outside of the Mardi Gras season, so we did have to stop by there and get 1 or 2. I think we got 2, but we were joining family over in Mississippi, so we had plenty to share. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comment down below, and to follow us along as we travel through the United States, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.